What you're gonna do, you're gonna take your flint and steel, and I think it's either this way or that way.
Hello, my name is Keaton Russell, and welcome to Keaton's Outdoor Adventures. Today, I'm going to be making a campfire with flint and steel, and because I haven't done it with flint and steel before, but I got newspaper to do it with, so that's going to be good. So let's get into this video, and I'll show you how to do this. So
we got here is just these bunch of these little twigs right here, and these are good, which you want them to dry out for the summer. Now what you're gonna do is just make sure they're along there, because this stuff right here, it's not gonna burn that great until some of this little stuff is on there. So, and break these up in little pieces. Use as little as you can. I find, and I use all my fire with deadfall. And, as you can see, I'm just building up to the base. And I'm also gonna show you here. Okay. What you're gonna do, you're gonna take your flint and steel, and I think it's either this way or that way. It's that way. Sounds good. So what you're gonna do is just be careful, and did it put anything on? It did. There we go. See, that's all you need. You physically don't need that much. And all you're going to physically do, take one of these, and just take this, take that, put that on top. And just make sure all that stuff's going to start to burn. And just make sure little stuff goes on top like so. Be gentle, be as good as you can, Yep, that's how it's gonna go. And you're gonna continue working on the fire, because it takes patience. It takes patience. It's not as easy as you think, Well, let's get this going and see how it's going. That's good. Now, I am normally really good at fires, but a lot of times when I do my fire videos, stuff's wet. And wet is not a good thing to use for campfires. But, ooh, a little smoky. You want to be as careful as possible. Make sure I use deadfall wood. Now, just my opinion is that it's better, I think, for firewood. Ooh, there. Dang it. Ouch. That's all right. Well, let's see how that goes. That's a really good fire right there. Now, it's going to grow. And it's going to continue to grow. And we got ourselves a fire. I tell you what, that's going to be a good time. Now, the best thing, if you really want to know, sit down, is on a stump or something, like I got here. Got a stump here. Just relax, enjoy the fire. It does burn you, but you deal with life, and life is around the fire is really peaceful. A lot of times we go around the fire to do other stuff, like remember the good times, learn, talk about God, talk about friends, and we just learn as we go.
sometimes it's a learning curve to do better. You know, I don't know if you know, but me and Emily are no longer together. We haven't been together for a while. Well, no, it's been a couple months, but, well, like sometimes you have to come out here and heal. That's what life's about, you know. And you have to be patient. You have to let go of everything. You have to forgive people. You have to. You don't hold on hate for someone because you dislike him. Reality, I have had a lot of haters in my life, and I've disliked a lot of people. But reality, I'm getting to the point that it's not worth it anymore. I know I have anger issues. Don't deserve nothing but you know, I don't deserve anything but to learn, and you know, sometimes I'm just a jerk to someone completely. But you come out here and you notice the beauty that is set before us today. And that's the one thing that we got to remember. Sometimes you reflect. It's like a television. You just come out here and you watch it. And you watch how, you know, one might burn easier. That's just like your friendship. You might have a friendship that does better in your life. It's like going through life. You get lonely. I'm really lonely right now. I miss the fact of having someone to love, and it's really hard on me. And a lot of times I've been, you know, trying to go with life, and you go, you learn, and you do as best as you can. Now, reality is, you know, I know there's a lot going on. I know a lot of people say, well, you know, why don't you post about someone like that boy who got, if I may say, there was a boy who got missing in Crow's Nest, and reality, he's a great boy, and I'm sad the fact, but I know the father, and me and him aren't the greatest friends, but that's all right. But but reality, realistically, I don't think it's my right to go and berate them. I just have certain opinions about them, and realistically, the boy who wouldn't listen is terrible, 100%. But sometimes just like I said, you have to forgive, and sometimes you come out here because it's hard to forgive. It's hard to forgive people in life, you know. But reality, if you forgive, the better you feel. And so do your best in life to try to forgive someone. Try, you know. You know, there's Dinos Lazarius. I forgive him. I know a lot of people don't know what happened. And reality, he had some opinions that me and him didn't connect, and as much as people telling me, why don't you unblock him? I have unblocked him on my channel. I'm going to take a while to unblock him on my Keaton Russell just to see how he does. Because reality, I feel like there's room for forgiveness for every person. The heck, if there wasn't, I'd be in a jam. Because I need people to forgive me, 100%. Well, so thanks for watching my video. I think my message is just do your best, forgetting. Life is hard, but we all go through it. So I want you to have a wonderful day, and see you later.